it's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river, and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Denver Broncos and the New York Jets. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now a play fake here on first down. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off-play action. Mitchell. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. And, Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The play fake. Here's Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Well, they had to wait until December, but congrats to the rookie, his first INT.
Yeah, he's been a reliable contributor for this defense throughout the season. Definitely got a bright future and has gotten even brighter after making that play.
Down to about the 37.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that. Yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Mitchell. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Here's Mitchell on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Ball again on 2nd down. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Jets at 1-10 now on the year. They come in needing just to do something to stop this skid here before the season ends.
And let's face it, everyone now, they're looking to the leaders, both in the locker room and the coaching staff and, of course, ownership, because they've got to get a clear understanding about how everyone feels. Because to me, you've got to focus on everyone in the locker room right now. That's what you're playing for. The future, it'll take care of itself.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest when the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Mitchell. This one goes out wide for Barkley. He'll get it inside the 20. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big play there on the catch and run. 30 yards.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Off play action. Mitchell. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Broncos 7, Jets nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you.
And intercepted. Wilson's 3rd of the game. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Yeah, good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down. Good push up front, and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
They go play action here on 1st down. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Quentin Williams in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
That's going to be caught. And he's brought down. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Mitchell, off play action, sliding out of the... And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Off the play fake. Mitchell. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Fox. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Now Mitchell going to throw on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Brandon Ayuk. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0.
Broncos 14, Jets nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first. Officially a loss of 1.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he'll find Hall. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On the ball! On the ball!
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you meant to the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. An excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. From the 24, Wilson.
A throw left side taken in by Kmet.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. It's his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They go play action with Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Wilson. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 38-yard line. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now it's Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
Harrison Butker on for the field goal. A 57-yard attempt.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission. Yeah. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Sauce Gardner picks it off. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson.
And I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to run it back and try it again, maybe with a little less mustard on the throw.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. He's going to go up top again. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. 39 yards. And the Jets are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played.
A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
To throw is Mitchell. Throwing on 1st down.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Back to throw again.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Wilson.
And check down, complete to Hall.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he'll have a Jets first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. In motion left is Wilson. They'll go again with Hall. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's complete. It's Elijah Moore.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Mitchell now, off the play fake. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. Here's Mitchell, throwing on 3rd and long.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Amari Hooker.
And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They think they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
In motion right is Wilson. Hall on a give up the middle. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd and 2, Wilson. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year and 3rd overall. And the Jets take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Wilson going to throw for it. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now a give, right side. It's Burton. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding him to no gain.
To throw on 3rd down, Mitchell.
Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they built that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Mitchell. He finds his man, complete. It's Fox.
He's got room at the 30.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 24-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. They'll look to throw again.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Off play action. Mitchell. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A good pickup there at 22.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up first and goal.
Now a play fake here on first down.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense...
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Broncos have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive to lessen the double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last onus back and forth.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one. And that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about. A lot of different looks. And he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
To throw is Wilson.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
Here's the Jets punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Mitchell. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown.
Well, this secondary just continues to be a force. Multiple interceptions in this game, and now the pick-6.
And the thing about it is once you get an interception as a unit, you think to yourself, okay, we got that. How do we increase it the next time? Get the interception, do a little more damage, but there's your outcome right there. Take it to the house and break down what they're trying to do offensively.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They will look to flush the memory of that pick-6 as we now have a brand-new tie ball game here in the 4th quarter. Getting down to the good stuff. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw. Mitchell.
He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Mitchell on first down. And this is caught by Gates. Touchdown, Broncos. A great play there. 27 yards.
And the Broncos have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. 84 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On first down, right back to Hall. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. The tackle made there by Caden Stearns.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play. But in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Wilson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 19. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A give running right is Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And he will not bring it out. He'll just go down to a knee here for a touchback. And the ball will come out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Off the play fake, Mitchell. And he wisely will throw that one away. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack, now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Now Mitchell throwing on 3rd and long. Going for Burton, and he's got it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Mitchell. He finds his man, complete. It's Fox.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Fox. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
To throw is Mitchell on 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Off play action, Mitchell. And that is incomplete. 3rd and long coming up defensively. You pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing line?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Throwing now is Wilson.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty, and with that, the ball game is over. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were really helped by their defense.